Welcome back. I'm Bill Rubenstein, your SAT expert for Professorit.com. Let me ask you something. Is it good to lie to your mother? The answer to this question hopefully will not take you long to discover. And it's obvious, right? Wrong. In the real world, it is of course normally reprehensible to lie to your mother. But what if she's in the hospital having chemotherapy? And what if you borrowed the car last weekend and had a minor accident? She wants to see you at the hospital, but before you go, your father begs you not to tell her about the accident because she's already under a lot of stress. And so you lie. You say everything's fine. Did you do the right thing? I don't know. And for the purpose of the SAT, neither do you. You just have to be able to make a coherent case, either yay or nay. SAT essay prompts aren't going to be as specific as the example above, but they will be general questions, often with moral undertones, that will automatically suggest to the alert thinker examples like the one above. For example, the discussion of the mother in the hospital might be an example used to illustrate an argument in response to a theoretical prompt such as, is it ever permissible to lie? Which is the kind of thing you're likely to run into on the test. Now, if you're going to jump to the obvious conclusion that lying is bad, are you going to impress anyone with the originality of your mind? I don't think so. Which isn't to say you can't get a good score taking that position. It just means that before you begin, you ought to really consider both sides of the issue. Here's how. Take the prompt. Write 2 columns, one taking a pro, the other a con position. List examples which honestly support both sides. Then, and only then, decide which one you can more effectively defend. You have 3 or 4 minutes for this planning session. Then start by writing the following line. Some people believe, and present the position you do not agree with. Follow this first sentence with some good supportive reasons for those people to believe what they believe. Then show how they're missing the point, how they've forgotten a lesson, how they, as kind and good as they are actually just a little bit behind the train that you're on. Then in the following paragraphs, drop in the examples you devised during your planning sessions and devastate your opponent. Follow that with another counterattack by your fictional opponent, making sure that it's good, but not as good as yours. And then remind us why they still don't get it. Now you're almost done. If you really want to sell your side, you have to lift your argument beyond examples into the realm of absolute truth, as though there were such a thing. You do this by looking at your own examples as evidence, just as you did in the critical reading section. But evidence of what? Of a principle. In the case of lying to your mother, the principle might be, it's only permissible to lie to your mother when not doing so would cause more harm than doing so. And you tell us this in exactly those words, as though you're revealing the mystery of life. That way, in your final paragraph, you're not only doing something you haven't done in the essay up till now, you're doing something your opponent won't have a chance to rebut. You've got the final word. Always think of the essay as a debate. If you can't think of a decent counter-argument to your own position, you probably aren't looking at it carefully enough. I'm Bill Rubenstein, your SAT expert for Professorit.com.